She's like, well, I love him, yada, yada, yada. It's like, look, you're here. This is about you. You need to just worry about you and focus on that. And my first reaction was like, man, the angels, man, they really don't seem to have any type of patience or love for us the way that Jesus do. Jesus got all the love and patience for us. You know what I mean? He really up there fighting for us. I listened to another heaven and or I think it was a heaven and hell testimony. I know it was a testimony of this dude that went to heaven. Forget his name. Forget the channel even. Sorry. I know he looked like Sugar Sean O'Malley. He looked like that dude from the UFC or whatever. But he gave his testimony, and it was something about, I posted it on my podcast, but it was something about he took mushrooms as a Christian. And he was in heaven, and he was seeing these demons going to court, trying to accuse him, like a prosecutor. And Jesus was standing up for him. And Jesus was taking them all around heaven, like, yo, this the homie, this my dude, yada, yada. Like, isn't he awesome? Isn't he wonderful? And he was just like, he looked around and like all of the hosts of heaven were just like shaking their head like, man, nah, this dude dropped the ball. It's a bad look. It's not all good for him. And Jesus was just like, yeah, yeah, man, I love you, bro. You know what I mean? And he was just so happy and proud of this guy. Even though he sinned and he dropped the ball, he made a big mistake. Jesus was just showcasing him around heaven, just so happy. And it just goes to show you how wonderful of a person Jesus is, man. You know what I mean? And it kills me that people do not promote him and share his gospel and share his teachings, because he really is the only one that's fighting for us. And that's what you don't understand. He fighting for you while you hating on him and ignoring him and doing all these negative things by either talking negatively about him, by using his name negatively as a cuss word, as a word of profanity. He fighting for you. You know what I mean? Like, because he genuinely is the only one in heaven that knows what it's like to be human. Because God don't know. Jesus is the mediator. You know what I'm saying? So God's taking Jesus' word for everything. Like, all right, cool. If you want me to send him to hell, all right, cool. I ain't gonna send him to hell. You know what I mean? Because Jesus is bridging the gap. So for all these people that are denying Jesus, like the Muslims and the Jewish people and whoever else, they don't understand. Like, this dude is the one that's bridging the gap between heaven and earth, and you over here, dropping deuces on his name. That's the best way I could put it. I don't want to cuss. You know what I mean? I don't even want to say crapping on his name, but that's pretty much what y'all doing. And he the only one that's fighting for you. You know what I mean? If you deny him down here, he denies you in heaven. You don't want to do that. That's the only person that's fighting for you to make it to heaven. He's the only one. The angels are not humans. You know what I mean? The angels' salvations, I think is sealed. They good. But then again, I don't know, because we got fallen angels. So we know that the angels can leave their first estate, sin, and go against the will of God and end up in hell. So I don't even want to say that the angels, you know what I mean, like, are secure. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say from the research that I've conducted and gathered, that the angels, I'm just going to say, I don't feel like they 100% positive in the fact that you're going to make it to heaven. So if they not 100% positive in the fact that you're going to make it to heaven, and God, there's no sin in God, and there's no wickedness or evilness in God. He can't be a part of sin. That's why he turned his back when Jesus was on the cross, and he took all the sins upon himself. And Jesus said, God, why have you forsaken me? Because God can't have any evil. He can't have nothing to do with it, man. He's just pure, holy, and righteous, period. Perfect. He can't have none of that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Jesus understood that, obviously. He got it, you know what I mean? Why he thought the Lord forsake him. But at the end of the day, that dude's testimony of him going to heaven on shrooms, it just solidifies the fact how much Jesus loved you. And I think he said that Jesus told him, maybe we shouldn't do that again. So he wasn't reprimanding them. He wasn't accusing them. He wouldn't come at them with the fiery wrath. Thou shalt not. Nah, he was, I love you. You know, just nothing but love. And maybe we shouldn't do that again. You know what I mean? So it just lets you know, man, it's a dangerous situation, a predicament that we are in, and we shouldn't we shouldn't take that for granted. You know what I mean? Like, we should really try to do our best in every situation that's presented to us in every way possible. We should really try to do our best to live holy, righteous, and perfected lives. And don't get these thoughts in your head that I'm a sinner. It's not worth it. What's the point of trying? Don't get that mentality in your mind. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I'm not doing it. I'm thinking, you know what? I can be perfect because all things through Christ are possible, because Christ is who strengthens me. I was only able to kick my addictions by the help of Jesus. It was only through Jesus I was able to do these things. So I know that I could keep reaching new plateaus and going a step higher and further as long as I stay in the Word, I stay close to Jesus, I strengthen our relationship, and keep asking Him to help me. He's going to help me. For people who say, ah, man, it's not worth it, it's almost like you're giving up on your relationship with God. It's almost like you're discounting the fact that He can have somebody walk on water, that He could split open the ocean so that you can have safe passage to the other side. It's almost like you're denying the miracle and miraculous ways of the Lord when you just promote that complacency. Oh yeah, once saved, always saved. You know what I mean? Like, don't trip, you good. Just believe on Jesus and you all right. It's deeper than that. And I'm glad, like, out of that whole circle of Tim Henderson, Chelsea Bidet, and Barry Scarborough, and all these people that promote the once saved, always saved doctrine. And when I say promote it, it's because they keep re-emphasizing it over and over and over again. They don't want to read the full scripture. They don't want to read before that verse in scripture, and they don't want to read after that verse in scripture. They don't want to focus on the whole chapter. They just want to focus on that one thing. Yeah, just believe in Jesus, you're good. Man, they said even the devils believe and they tremble. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to gamble your life based on a stranger, somebody that you personally don't know, just because you watch their YouTube videos every day, man, you're not going to God, you're going to man. And man can't save you. Jesus can save you. Jesus will save you. So go to Jesus, go to His word, and listen to what Jesus was talking about. Because Jesus said it's better for you to pluck out your eye and go to heaven maimed, disfigured, than to go to hell with both of your eyeballs. So that's the gospel that Jesus was preaching. You know what I'm saying? And He's already talking about He came to bring division, the sword, and that families is going to be beefing with each other. The dad going to be beefing with the son going to be beefing with the sister because of this doctrine. Maybe you should be on eggshells. Maybe you should be working out your salvation with fear and trembling. Maybe you should be asking for forgiveness for every single little thought that you have, for every mistake that you made. Maybe it's better to play it safe than to be sorry in the end. That's the way I'm going about it. You know what I mean? And I ain't nothing going to change that. And if you mad at me because I'm living my life that way, I don't care. I don't care. We not cool anyway. Whoever hating on me, I don't even know you. Whoever typing in the comments, I don't even know you. I don't care. God know what He finna do with you, and God know what He finna do with me. So I'm gonna do me the way I've been doing me, because that once saved, always saved doctrine led me to hell. Like, I literally went to hell as a Christian, a baptized, born again believer Christian, but I was lukewarm because I just thought, oh, just as long as I believe in Jesus, I'm going to heaven. Nah, man, nope. That ain't true. That is not true. I would have never went to hell if that were true. So do what you do. I'm out.